Welcome back. We are here with the Ultimate Decades Challenge. 1384 is the year, and everyone's dead. Everyone is dead, except for Emmeline, who we are hoping will survive. She is currently being taken care of by her aunt and her aunt's vampire husband and their kid. So let's get straight into it because this is my first time playing in a while, so you'll have to bear with me. I don't know yet about the peasant revolt. We'll cross that bridge maybe towards the end of the part. No one's at war right now, so we don't have to roll for that. So Maud has to get married and Clarice has to get married. We are going to start these automatically as infants because the number of days isn't going to change, so they'll still be becoming toddlers on these days, and we'll age them up then. And then we also have Emmeline's toddler role, which I'm scared for because she's currently our heir and the only child in that family. And then we have Benchy Trimboli III, Zwan Bennett, and Wybert Bennett aging up into children, along with Caleb III Vitor. I think he's in. No, that's Charles. Never mind. I was like, who is Caleb III? Over here. Okay. Anyway, um, Warwick and Sarah Trimboli. Millicent, who is taking care of Emmeline, you know what? She doesn't need another family member to die. So Millicent, you cannot roll to die. And Jensen and Juliana, what if you both die and then your children are left orphans? That's just great. Okay, so let's do this. My life. My life. Oh my gosh, you guys, getting back to this is just wild because everyone's gonna die. Okay, Benchy, Zwan, and Wybert are becoming children. What is the child roll? A 9 or a 19? There's three of them. One, two, three. All right, well, they all survived. So all three of you will survive. And then we'll add them to the club. Millicent. Millicent, please. And Jensen. What is that, young adult? Is that young adult? Yeah. 2, 6, 11, 13, and 14. Those didn't change, right? Wait. Hold on. Let me make sure that nothing changed after the infants update. Do, do, do. Where is the rolls, please? Okay, 2, 6, 11, 13, 14, 7, 9. Yeah, it looks like everything else is the same. Also, apparently I've been doing this wrong, the adult thing. Yeah, so apparently I've been doing that wrong. We'll come back to that. Do, do, do. Okay. All right. What did I say it was? 2, 6, 11, 13, 14. Millicent, please. Millicent, please. She survived. Jensen? Oh, he survived. Everyone's, you know what? Thank you. Because I had to have some good luck after the total disaster that was last year. Okay. All right. Let's hop into it. All right. So I have done some of the maintenance stuff that I need to do, making infants and aging people up. And we are now here in the household where everything is messy and dirty because I have some slobs in the household. Also, I forgot Millicent was pregnant. So we're going to be having another baby, which is kind of scary to me, but at least it's good because Emmeline will be hopefully becoming a toddler at the end of this episode. So we won't have two infants at the same time for very long, but we are going to have quite a few toddlers and stuff at the same time, which I might have them take a break from having children. One of the things I've realized is that, you know, having multiple toddlers is hard, but having infants and toddlers in the same house, like we can't, well, for right now anyway, until we get used to it. I'm sorry, the dog is playing right behind me. Her ball broke in half, and now she's all worked up about it. Okay, so just because until we get used to infants, really, because I couldn't even handle multiple toddlers, never mind infants too. So until we get used to it, I think we need to spread out having children a little more so that we don't have the problem where um, we have too many young baby, infant, toddler Sims at the same time, and then we have a problem because I can't take care of them all. And infants don't really let you cheat their needs as well. I've noticed that while playing other things is that infants don't really let you cheat their needs because they're like, hey, I haven't napped in a while. It's like, no, you haven't because you don't need to nap because I cheat your needs, but they still get upset. So, anyway, we'll see what happens. So here is the room. I did add in the baby stuff. Although I do, now that I think about it, I should probably add another toddler bed now that we're going to have, well, if Emmeline survives. um, that would be nice if she survives. I'm kind of counting on her. I really love her, and I want our line to continue, but we'll see what happens. So here she is. Let's feed her. Actually, it's kind of nice having a vampire in the household because um, his needs don't go down very quickly, so that's good. Although I was having him drink from his wife, and he can't do that while she's pregnant, so that's a little concerning. We'll have to cross that bridge when we get there. Although I think his son is what are their names? Charles. I think his son Charles is a human, so when he becomes a teenager, we can drink from him with permission or without. So anyway, I'm just trying to get the stuff out of her inventory because I don't want her to have garlic in her inventory and then her husband comes over to her and is like, excuse me. So there's that. And he is also a painter. I am working on the vampire master aspiration with him. And also, he is painting to make money because obviously he can't really go out during the day. And this is not Forgotten Hollow. So that is something that they are worried about, is also being vampires like in the center of the city is kind of concerning, especially if he has to go out and drink blood. We wouldn't want to get caught by vampire hunters. That's, oh, and the kids are so scared. Oh, okay. Well, let's roll for, was it Juliana? And she survived, so Juliana is okay. I cannot age her up right this second because she's pregnant, so there's that. And it's the same for Millicent. Technically, her birthday was Sunday, but we can't age her up because she's pregnant. So she'll probably age up on her own. And then we are going to cook some more food. Our kids are getting hungry. We are leaving laundry piles everywhere. That's why I love having slob sims. Just a mess to always clean up. So anyway, yes, we have them actually sharing duties pretty well because also, he can't really go outside during the day. I mean, he could right now because it's cloudy and raining, but she's doing like most of the gardening and the laundry because it's outside work and stuff like that. But he is helping clean up inside and helping with the children, and it's a good situation. Unfortunately for Emmeline, we cannot breastfeed her, even though I feel like technically a wet nurse is a thing, but obviously in the game only the mother can breastfeed the child. But I guess technically Millicent would be making breast milk soon because she's pregnant. But anyway, that doesn't really matter. I'm not really fussed about it. I kind of play loose with the rules. Anyway, let's get some honey because that's always helpful to us. And then, yes, eat your food. Okay, so now I'm kind of looking for a sim for him to eat. Oh, he's dazed because of creative burnout. Yes, I'm just like looking for a sim for him to eat. It's cloudy. Maybe no one will notice. Oh my gosh. So yes, we have everything going on. The kids are asleep. Good, good. And she is taking care of the garden. He is painting. We'll go out and eat a sim later. We'll just do our best to make sure that we get enough food for him so that he doesn't go wild and kill somebody or something. And look, it's his dad. Who's here. So that's Henry, his father, and Henry is the son of Christiana and Caleb. And so his father, he asks his father about vampire advice. He wants to be a master vampire. He kind of asks his dad about it, and is just like, hey, I want to be the best vampire I can be. Obviously, he asked for advice from an older vampire. Will you stop putting her down when I tell you to change her diaper? So that's it. And then Henry's also saying, it's been a really long time since your mother passed. I'm thinking about getting remarried. having some more children. The vampire hunters have been really, you know, really getting a lot of us lately, and I think it's important for us to have more kids. Of course, me as your narrator does not want a ton of more vampires in the world. I think a couple are fine, but when we only have like 20 Sims, having 7 of them be vampires is too much. So anyway, I did forget to roll for vampire hunting at the beginning of this because it's my first day back. You got to cut me some slack. So now that I've also grayed out the dead Sims, it's actually really helpful. Oh my gosh, Henry just got accused of being a vampire, but he didn't get caught. So anyway, we are just rolling for that. Of course, for vampire sims, if they get a 9 on a d20, they are accused, and then if they roll a 3, ooh, like that, Alice has just passed away. Oh, Alice has just been killed by vampire hunters. And then the regular sim, like the human sims, if you roll an 18, they get accused. Oh gosh, Alice. All right, well, Alice is now dead. Goodbye, Alice. It was nice while it lasted. Her and Eric were a good couple. Oh, okay, so I'm going to show you. I just use this website to make things black and white. No big deal. So there she is. And then I think it's a filter. I couldn't remember where it was for a second. Black and white. We save the picture. We upload it to the family tree. Excellent. So we did just lose her. I guess Eric can now remarry too. His daughter is going off and getting married like very soon. So it's kind of sad that you know that his wife died and his daughter is leaving him at the same time. But also, I was thinking about whether or not I should make him a Leifson again, but he ran away from the Lord and that family, and I think that um, it wouldn't be good for him to come back because he could be caught for his crimes of kidnapping a noble. So I think he's going to stay with the Vitors. He's going to stay as a Vitor. He was really dedicated to his wife, so he is going to keep that and stay in Forgotten Hollow. Maybe he'll remarry another vampire or something. So we'll see. But I am not going to have him come back to our family and be a Leifson. Actually, you know what I was noticing that was really funny on the family tree is that all of the male Leifsons, like everyone carrying on the name, is all from Hector, who was a stepchild who wasn't even born a Leifson. So that male bloodline has like died out. There are not going to be any more uh, Leifsons who are descended from uh, Agnes. Very sad, but what you gonna do? I mean, technically, there are no more legitimate Bennets either, like male Bennets, because Clement is not his father's son, so he's not even really a Bennet. And then Benedict is a Bennet, but he is an illegitimate child. So that's the tea there. We're losing quite a few of our major households, but that's fine. So we have just going through here. She's going to use the restroom. They are just doing their best here to take care of these screaming children. But luckily, Charles II was is independent, so he can go potty by himself. And they are going to woohoo for some fun times. Ooh, the bills are paid. I think we're doing okay, though. I think that we are really surviving pretty well in this household. We'll see exactly how well we survive when we get another baby into this mix. Where right now, because she's going into labor. Oh my gosh. So she's going into labor. Let's do this. Will she and the baby survive? I've had some really bad luck lately. I just want her to live. Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20 on the baby. Yes, okay, they both survive. You got Let's name him Bartholomew, which I immediately can't spell and don't know what to do. And I'm like, that looks wrong. I don't know. um, oh my gosh, she and the baby survived. It's about time I got some good luck. My poor Cecilia and Alexander. They were going to be the perfect family. I was so looking forward to that love story being like a really long, beautiful thing. And no, nope. Mm-mm. Anyway, so let's get the laundry going. Oh, look, he wants to be neat. So he's had to clean up so much that he's neat now instead of a slob. Oh, see, I think this personality swapping thing is fun. Anyway, let's put the baby print into the memory box that I bought them when I got here. I know that it's really late for me to be saying that this is the first time I'm playing with infants in the save, but it is. So, anyway, let's feed the baby. Everyone's doing really great. Although I think I got everyone pregnant at the end of the last one. So tomorrow, a million Sims are going to start having babies. Anyway, it's fine. Let's hang that on the clothesline. We're doing great. You're doing great, Millicent. I know, I know. Doing the laundry stinks, but that's okay. Let's cook some food. Honestly, I turned off simple living, and the reason I did that is because since I moved them to the town center, I feel like they would have very easy access to, the market stalls and food and stuff, and I just don't feel like going over there to buy it. If we moved them away from the town center, I would turn it back on. But for right now, I think that I can reasonably work that into the storyline. And we are just going to be feeding this baby and changing her diaper. She's so cute. Oh, I love her. All right, so we're moving them to 2. Sorry, I'm just like updating as I'm playing. Bartholomew is now into the world. Congratulations. All right, so Millicent aged up to be self-assured. That's great. And she is still a friend of the animals for her aspiration. I don't think we're going to be doing that right now. Maybe we'll do it in the future. We'll see. I honestly haven't even played with animals yet in this save, and I haven't, what's it called? I haven't set the animal ages or anything. So there's that. But anyway, you guys are doing great. You're excellent. He's eating his food. She's playing some chess to get her fun up. So finally I'm actually like looking at his aspiration again. So he wants to become a vampire lore level 7, win 3 sparring matches, and get to the next level of being a vampire. This dog has the zoomies. Okay. You know what? This is what life is like. Having a squeaky toy in the background of your videos. Oh, laugh milestone unlocked. Mayday is successful for him because he did some art. Let's get the next volume of the vampire book. I don't know why she has to sit right behind me to squeak that. Okay, now we're playing with a non-squeaky toy. And they are up again. So, you know what? Our kids are doing so well considering this whole situation. I feel like they are really troopers. So, it's good. When is Charles aging up anyway? Okay, so we're rolling for Bartholomew, who did survive to become a infant. So that's good. You guys, I'm really nervous about Emmeline. Really very nervous. Okay, let's age him up if we could. Please and thank you. Oh, he's hungry first. Honestly, I have to change his vampire outfit. I keep forgetting to do that, and then I don't remember that he is dressed like a bowler in his vampire outfit. Okay, and Bartholomew is a vampire. So unlike his brother, he is a vampire. Interesting. Okay, Emmeline, you can do it. Yes. Okay, okay. She survived. She survived. It was a 4, 8, or a 12, and she made it. Emmeline, oh. You just need to make it a few more times. Oh, gosh. Poor Emmeline. She has had such a rough life. I mean, she doesn't even know either of her parents. Her mom died in childbirth and her father died while her mother was pregnant. So it's kind of sad that she'll never know her parents, and you know, it's kind of like Agnes, who was raised by Christiana basically. I mean, she knew her father, but she was raised by Christiana for the most part. I don't know why this keeps happening to me. Like, why do I keep having this thing where my children are having to be raised by someone else, go to the orphanage, etc., because their parents keep dying? Anyway, Warwick just died, but Sarah and Caleb III did survive their roles to childhood, which is good for them. And since MCCC hasn't been updated for infants yet, like they did a hot fix to make sure that it still works, but it doesn't have any options for infants. I can't use it to age up the infant, so I have to make a cake so that we can age Emmeline up into a toddler. That's fine. Let's clean up all of this stuff. I know, our house is a disaster. It's fine. So now I'm going to modify them in MCCC. And we'll get rid of that, and we'll say, will they marry? Very nice. Okay, so there she is. I mean, gosh, Millicent is gorgeous, for real. So we are going to get a new picture of her for her young adultness. And then Charles is now neat instead of a slob. I do not know where those blue eyes came from, to be completely honest. I think that there is something weird about genetics, but that's okay. Um, we'll see. I did download like an eye overlay, so we'll see. But anyway, yes, Walter is yellow. I almost forgot. And they can have like nice-ish clothes because, the Vitor vampire line does have a bit of money. So I'm not really worried about her not being able to afford cute little outfits for the kids. Also, I forgot I had put this, I don't know what it's called, like birthmark on Emmeline as an infant, but it went away as a toddler. And I don't know, some of them are supposed to get lighter with age, right? But I didn't think it was just going to outright disappear. So I'm going to put that back on her. And I don't have any infant CC right now. So I'm just going to go like this and do my best with little Charles. He has those eyes, which neither of his parents have. So I don't know, again, where the eye thing is coming from, but that's okay. And I'm just going to add him in here. It's actually nice because now we can add in infants to our family tree instead of being like, oh, they died as a baby. Now we can add in the infants sooner, so they get on the family tree sooner, and maybe that'll beef up our family tree, even though it's already huge. So I don't know what I'm talking about, but she can finally evolve the plants, which is great because that took forever to get to gardening level 2. Oh, what's wrong? Bartholomew. I'm gonna forget how to say your name. Barty? Mew. What's like, yeah, I think it's Bart is the nickname for Bartholomew, but what if I called him Mew? No, I'm just kidding. Can you get back inside, please? You're a vampire, sir. You don't have to mop outdoors. Okay, let me just fix that because everyone's a disaster. We're also going to start teaching Emmeline how to use the potty because she's not going to be able to use it on her own for now. Okay, everyone's starting to give birth. We have 1 survival so far. That's good. Let's come up with a baby name. Where am I going here? It's like all boys too. So Everard Vitor is now in the Vitor household. His parents are, one of his parents is a vampire, so we'll see if he becomes a vampire in the next part. And then, yeah, okay, you're all set. Gosh, 12 baby tries. Can you believe it? 12 baby tries. Ay, ay, ay. I was gonna try, okay, another baby. All the babies also survived. Giles Dutton, thank you. What was I saying? Stop, you're burning to death. Yes, I was going to try to invite over his father so we could have a sparring match, but um, obviously it's still daytime, so I can't do that. So I waited until nighttime to invite him over, and that was kind of a mistake because then I had a lot to do and a lot of Sims to age up and stuff, and I couldn't do all of that in a timely manner. So the next video is going to start like halfway through the first day of the year. I'm sorry. I had to do like 2 wedding portraits, kill 2 Sims, age up 2 kids and get them into clubs. I just had a lot to do, and I obviously was ill prepared for the last day of this year. So Maurice Trimboli has been born. Gosh. Anyway, I'm getting back onto it, so hopefully I can get my act together a little better now that we're playing this again. So yes, we will have 2 weddings in this part. Oh, another baby. Ooh, that baby didn't live. Okay. All right. That baby did not live. And that was the Bennett. That would have been our Bennett spare. Oh well. So, what else? Gracia has now Felice has had a baby that did not survive. And you know what I'm thinking too? Benedict Bennett, our current Lord, I am thinking about doing his story, his side story next time. I think that that'll be a fun amount of drama for us to get back into. Baby Axel did just die as well. Um, but yes, I think that that'll be good. So let's do Benedict's story in the next one. I have plans for him. So there's that. And we are going to now do the vampire spar with the dad. And unfortunately, we lost the first time. So let's do it again. And now let's go again. Okay, we won that time. So honestly, we got to get out of here because I wasted way too much time um, during the last day of this year. That's why we have a problem now. So let's just see. So we are going to get Henry remarried. As you heard, I was talking about having him remarry, and he is going to marry Maud Bennett, who is Benedict's sister. And he is a very wealthy vampire guy, and she is from the Lord's family, so it kind of makes sense. I think that probably a lot of these people do not know they're marrying their children off to vampires, but she'll never be seen again, so that's fine. That's what they're getting into. They don't really care. Daughters are for that. Um, so anyway, she looks great in all black, though. Good for her. And I totally messed that up. I'll fix her name later. And then let's just do that. Come on, come on, come on. I think she has like quite a few baby rolls too. So, oops, I didn't mean to add that. I wanted a new wife. Thank you. I know. Margaret was his soulmate, but he wants to have more kids. So, here we go, adding in a new thing for Henry and Maud. Let's just change their stuff here. And we're good. So they're getting married. The other married couple, I have to explain a little bit on them, so I'm going to start explaining now. But the other married couple is, okay, she said no to proposal, but that's okay. We'll do that later. The other married couple will be, I've already forget their names to be completely honest. It'll be Austin, who um, was married to Nicolette, but she died. They have 2 kids. He hates children. That's just great for him. And Austin and Clarice. So Clarice is um, Eric and Alice's daughter. And so what I'm thinking for that is that, Alice died. So the only connections that they have right now are kind of through her father, Eric, who is trying to find her a husband. And since he's kind of outcasted, all he really knows is his family. And um, so his family is Austin here. Now remember, despite Eric being Austin's like uncle or something, Austin is not blood related to anyone in the family because his father isn't blood related to Eric. So that is how we are spinning this. They are not actually cousins. Um, it's like his father was her father's stepbrother. So that's what happened there. It's still like modern times it would be weird, but you know, it's not weird back then. So anyway, she's evil too. So poor kids there. But yes, so that is our second wedding. So that is kind of how she ended up marrying a little below her station because her mother ended up passing and her father didn't have a lot of connections. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one.